Hi and welcome. So in this video today we will be talking about what is an annuity. So you might be asking what exactly is an annuity, right? So an annuity is a series of equal payments made at regular intervals for a fixed amount of time. So it can be something like a mortgage or a car loan along those lines, right? Because in a mortgage you're making a equal sum of payment every month or bi-weekly for 30 years or 25 years. Similarly, in a car loan, you're also making a equal sum of payment bi-weekly or weekly or monthly for 5 or 7 years, right? So annuities are a equal sum of money paid or received, right, at regular intervals for a fixed amount of time. They're different than perpetuities. Perpetuities are indefinite period of time, whereas annuities are a fixed period of time. Perpetuity is a story for another day. We'll focus on annuities. Anyways, moving on, there are two types of annuities. There's an ordinary annuity and there's an annuity due. In an ordinary annuity, the payments are made at the end of each payment period. So here I have a small example where it shows that you're investing $100 for 6 years, and as you can see here, that the payment period is from January 1st to December 31st of every year, and the payment is being taken at the end of each year. So this is year zero, well, that's when you start your investment. At the end of year zero, which is beginning of year one, that's when your $100 goes away from your pocket and is invested. And the next year, at the end of year one, beginning of year two, that's when the $100 goes again and gets invested. So on and so forth, right? At the end of year six, before you withdraw your investment, you'd still make a deposit of the $100, and then you could withdraw your investment. Now, that being said, that was for the payment periods. Now, there are two types of ordinary annuities, right? There's an ordinary simple annuity, and there's an ordinary general annuity. In an ordinary simple annuity, the interest compounding and the payment period are the same. So what that basically means is that if your interest is being compounded annually, your payment is also being compounded annually. So if you have an interest of 2% on that $100 and you're making the payment of the $100 annually, it's the same thing. It's 2% annually, $100 invested annually. Now, on the other hand, an ordinary general annuity, the difference here is that the interest compounding and the payment period are not the same. So let's say again the 2%, but this time it's being compounded monthly, and the payment, you could make the $100 deposit quarterly. So the reason why this matters is because the value of your total value of investment in both cases would be different because the money's being compounded at different time. Now, that being said, let's move on to what's an annuity due. An annuity due is payments that are made at the beginning of each payment period. So we have the same example where we're investing $100 for 6 years, and the only difference here is that though our payment period is from January 1st to December 31st of every year, we're making the investment right now. So let's say you sign up today to invest that $100 on January 1st or whatever the date might be, you're making that investment right now. And if you compare these two just as is, you can see that the value of your investment would be different. You're still making 6 payments. In both cases, you're still making 6 payments. In annuity due, your last payment deposit for the $100 would be on your 5th year end, right? December 31st, it would be then. As of ordinary annuity, you still make the $100 deposit the day before you withdraw your investment. So that's the only difference between the two. But the total value of these two would differ depending on if it's annuity due or if it's an ordinary annuity. Now, an annuity due can also be a simple annuity due or a general annuity due. So it's just broken down that it can broken down from annuity due. It can be either this one or it can be either this one. So in a simple annuity due, the interest compounding and the payment period are the same. So a simple annuity due it's a little similar to what's ordinary annuity due, but the only difference between the two is that in an ordinary annuity due, the payment is made at the end of the period, whereas in an annuity due and a simple annuity due, the payment is made at the beginning of the period. Now, similarly, we have general annuity due. This is similar to the ordinary general annuity due, right? Where your interest compounding and your payment period are not the same. Same thing here with general annuity due, your interest compounding and your payment period are not the same. The only difference here is that your investment would be at the beginning of the period. And the reason why I'm explaining these to you is because when you're making an investment in a mortgage or a car loan or something like that, you need to identify what type of annuity you are purchasing, right? Or you're investing in, so that you know the total value of your investment and how much you'll be paying or receiving. So that's why it's important for us to identify the type of annuity we're dealing with. Now, every annuity here, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Ordinary simple annuity, ordinary general annuity, simple annuity due, and general annuity due, regardless of what the amount we invest at $100 at 2%, $100 at 2%, $100 at 2%, $100 at 2%, the outcome would be different because in this case, both of them are compounded in the same, their frequency are the same. They can be either monthly or annually or semi-annually. Here, it will be different. But the thing these two have in common is that the payment is due at the end of the period. Same thing here, that your interest compounding and your payment period for simple annuity due are the same. But in a general annuity due, they're different. And the same thing again is that the things that they have in common here is that the payment is made at the beginning of the period. So, I mean, that's it for annuities now. If you have any questions, please comment below. If you like this video and the explanation of it, please give it a thumbs up. And I would like it if you subscribe to my channel. That would show some support. Okay, thank you.